Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Before that, I would like to thank the audience for taking the time to take part in today's webinar. I also thank you, Mr. Novan Purwadi as Instruktur. And then first of all, let us express gratitude for the person of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala for providing with guidance, help, and forgiveness, so that we can attend and participate in this special event without any hindrance. Praise and thanksgiving also always give to our Prophet Muhammad SAW, who has led us to the path of light from darkness in this life. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sahlah Marella. Here I am in charge as a host, and I bring my friend whose name is Dinda Nisrina Yunianisa, who is in charge as a moderator. And this very special webinar will discuss the subject is the dangers of body shaming, which will be delivered by a very extraordinary presenter named Esya Laila Sapitri. Program rules and setting. First is ask the participant to turn off the microphone sound during the event. And then second, there will be a presentation of material that will be delivered by Dinda delivered by Esya Laila Sapitri. And then there is a question and answer session at the end of the material presentation. And the last. And number 4 is there will be an attendance list that must be filled and by participant at the end of the event. Okay, to streamline time, I invite the moderator to Dinda Nisrina Yunianisa. I invite.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you? Wishing you a seriously wonderful and fabulous day. I'm Dinda Nisrina Yunianisa, the moderator of today's event. I'm very pleased to see you here and welcome all of you to this event. Today's webinar is about body shaming. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our speaker today is Esya. She was born on November 21, 2004. Her home address in Caringin, Baruakan Street Number 1, Padalarang. Educational background is SDN 3 Ciharagas Elementary School and Junior High School 4 Kampra Elementary School. Now, allow me to welcome to the Laila Sapitri deliver his presentation. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much to Dinda Yunianisa as the host in the activity. Thanks also to Sahlah Marella as the moderator of today's activity. Okay, I will just start and allow me to share the screen. So, today I will deliver material of the dangers of body shaming. Friend must have heard the term body shaming. Body shaming is no longer a new thing and taboo in society, where body shaming is a phenomenon that often occurs in everyday life, and body shaming is a real problem that afflicts millions of people in the world. Some of us must have experienced body shaming, including myself. Then, what is meant by body shaming? In general, body shaming is an act of humiliating or insulting someone's physical appearance. It can be anything that other people don't like about our bodies or do not comply with ideal standards in society. Body shaming can be said to be a form of bullying behavior. What this guesses, it is this that body shaming is more toward the shape or physical condition of a person while bullying less bigger things, both physical and verbally. Then we have realizing it's by some people this body shaming behavior can have a bad effect on a person's mental health. Unfortunately, as we know that in this day and age these comments are often considered jokes or fair and just lip service. The comment has offended someone, and when the victim tries to defend himself, he gets the label of irritability. And I'm sure the friends here have also felt it. For example, when you are angry because you do not accept what other people say to you, and the other person even say, ah, you are easily offended, even though the physical condition of a person is not um, appropriate, appropriate things to be used as object joke. Often, by body shaming others feel that they are better than others or judge other people's decisions about the choice made for their bodies. Even body shaming actors use other people's body shape as attempt to look funny in front of others, even to the word called just kidding that can harm the person receiving it either physical or psychologically. While victim of body shaming can happen to anyone, from children to adults, both male and female, and this body shaming can occur anywhere. It can be in the school, environment, in the community, and even in the family. The reaction given by victims who experienced body shaming were of course various, some were silent and some were against. Then, for the next, what are the characters of the action of body shaming? Character of the acts of body shaming, for example, such comment or encouraging someone physical appearance, insulting someone physical appearance, humiliating someone physical condition, and so on. Then, the form of body shaming action or negative comments themselves can be in the form of negative comments about a person's face shape, skin color such commenting on skin color that is too dark, people who have excess hair on their bodies, that it can be in the form of comment about people who have bodies fat or the term fat shaming, and there is also skin shaming, which is a form of body shaming, where the body shaming performer insult or comments or the physical of someone who has a body that is too thin. It can also be the form of negative comment, such equating that individual to an animal, and subtle insinuation, such as asking the individual to exercise. From the character that I have previously started, from this action, we can identify that body shaming behavior does not only occur because other people insult us or we insult others, but we can do it without us knowing it, someone with doing body shaming to ourselves, or even we ourselves are the real body shaming actor of ourselves by judging and comparing ourselves with other people. For example, like, how come I'm ugly? Why am I fat? How come I'm short really? It can be said as body shaming. Then, besides that body shaming can also be identified indirectly or commenting on someone's physical appearance behind other people. This is because this person difficult to express his dislike of someone's appearance. Body shaming cases continue to increase from year to year. Based on the research in 2018, there was 966 of body shaming that occurred throughout Indonesia, of which 374 have been resolved both between law enforcement and mediation between victim and purpose and perpetration and perpetrators. We can see that the female gender who experienced body shaming was 19.4%, while the male gender was 16.4%, who experienced body shaming violence. We can conclude what the female gender is more dominant in expressing body shaming violence. Why is dominant? Because there are standards of beauty that have been embedded in society. It is also easy for women to judge someone's physical appearance, be it other people or themselves. Next, what are triggers for body shaming? Sometimes we also wonder why good-looking people are valued more or why people who have a face that is not good-looking like me are often disparaged and insulted, even though I myself may never have done something wrong to that person. Or it could be like why I'm not as beautiful or as handsome as other people. The truth that often occurred in body shaming victims, which of course really interfere with social life. From the question or statement can be caused by, first, the reason for the emergence of body shaming is the truth of the traditional viewpoint due to post-colonialism, which provides a standard of beauty will ideal body space, white skin to a whole body. The idea of a beauty standard is what has been embedded in society. That, that beauty must have white and clean skin, a slim body, or straight hair. This standard of beautiful it was and ultimately become a fresh reference for someone to judge other people's appearance. The second, a person insensitive to the words or answers he gives to others. As I have said, sometimes someone uses another person's physical appearance as, as an object of jokes, with the aim to entertain others or want to get attention, but in really and without us knowing that the person feel like hurt. This is what can eventually leave memorial mark that will have an impact on their social life. Next, the third social learning, that bullying can be formed from observing other people bullying. This can also be caused due to physiological problem in a person, or due to family factor and the past where that person has been a victim of body shaming before. It has the potential to become a body shaming actor in the future. Next, because of the influence of social media. Nowadays, almost anyone can easily use social media and express themselves freely in cyberspace. This then also has an impact on the emergency of negative comments that occur on social media. Then, this can lead to cyberbullying or abuse of the internet to humiliate or ridicule others who do not need face-to-face meeting and without involving physical strange. Next, beauty product advertising. With the development of the times, various kinds of innovation or products that offer beauty service has have emerged that show that body components are very important in social life, and this has led to many perceptions that people who have been born with physical condition are not in accordance with existing ideal standards in society will get uncomfortable treatment until finally it creates a desire or obsession to achieve that ideal standard in society. From the causes of body shaming, it will have various impact of victim of body shaming. The first impact in that body shaming has the potential for someone to do self-objection. Self-objection is a condition in which someone views themselves as object to be used or internalize people objectivity to their bodies, so that they criticize their own bodies. Body shaming is a very cruel act and it is the same as killing someone. It can affect one's well-being. In this case, it can cause all kinds of problems. That is, it can cause a sense of insecure a person. Someone who feels insecure feel that they are that bad and deserve to be built. Two, it is difficult to adapt to the social environment. Someone who experiences body shaming will withdraw from the social environment and does not want to interact or communicate with other people. Next, body shaming can cause mental health problems such as anxiety, panic, and depression. Then the impact of body shaming can cause long-term physical trauma to the victim and can even increase the risk of suicide. Then, how to prevent body shaming action itself? First, be wise in looking for topics. If we are talking to someone, look for topics that do not offend someone's physical appearance. This aims to prevent the other person from feeling offended and hurt. Then, don't look for the shortcoming of others. That is true that every human being has their own shortcomings, and our duty should be to respect others' shortcomings and also grow awareness in us that every human being is not perfect. Next, what is the solution to dealing with body shaming? First, by loving ourselves or appreciating ourselves. By loving ourselves, it will be easier for us to accept and the shortcoming that is within us, and we will be stronger when we face someone who bullies us or give negative comment to us. By loving ourselves, we will focus more on our stage and develop themselves that limiting or shortcoming. It's not, it's not easy to love yourself, but try to appreciate yourself in a way. Tell yourself that you are strong, you are beautiful, you are great, and you can do that every day or when you see your reflection in the mirror. Two, then get closer to ourselves with positive friendship so that our perspective become wider, not gathering in our own truth. And the last one finds that we are fallible, that we are actually have advantage that other people don't have and are grateful for what is in us because none of the human in this world are perfect. So why do body shaming? Realize that someone beauty realize that someone beauty comes from the heart, not from the physical. And you are beautiful for what you have. Stop doing body shaming to others and yourself. Think first before saying something. Because one sentence, we can make other people suffer for so long. That's all the material that I convey. That's all, and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank, thank you very much for Esya Laila Sapitri for giving us such informative and interesting presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, now come to the question and answer session. I have a question for you, Esya. What's conscious of the danger of body shaming?
We can conclude that body shaming can have a bad impact on victims. As I said earlier, that body shaming can cause a person to become depressed, feel anxious, and even increase the risk of suicide. So, for friends, don't underestimate body shaming because body shaming can have a big effect on someone's life.
Okay, thank you, Esya. Ladies and gentlemen, we finally come to the end of this seminar. Before I close the seminar, I would like to take the conclusion from what the speaker has presented. So, the concept of this webinar is that body shaming is not very good. There are many negative impacts as well, and we must stay away from things that can cause body shaming. We also do not always insecure. I'd like to thank the speaker for the informative and interesting presentation and all the participants for the very active participant. Finally, give the applause for the speaker and for you all. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, host, please take over.
Okay, Alhamdulillah, we have arrived at the end of the event. Thank you very much to the speaker for the extraordinary material. Thanks also to the moderator and the participant who have listened to the event from beginning to end. I hope the knowledge we get can be useful. Do not forget to ask the participant to fill in the link that I have shared. Okay, before left to this room, to all participant, please fill in a text. First, I have included it in the chat columns. Okay, sorry for all the shortcomings. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.